Hi, my name is Kerry Astle-Frew. I'm from V Dorset, a vegetarian and vegan catering business based in Poole, and I'm going to show you how to make some watercress and spinach veggie burgers. Something a bit different to a bean burger or a falafel burger. This is a bit more interesting. It's got a nice bright green colour. So here we go. Let's do the watercress first. As long as you've got a decent food processor, the process of actually making these is very, very quick. And it's another really good recipe for getting green veg into your kids again. So you want it finely chopped. You don't want it to be blended so much that it's gone into like a paste. And then we just repeat that with the spinach. So once you've got your 125 grams of watercress and 125 grams of spinach in there, we're going to mix our other ingredients in. So this, like I said, is 5 slices of white bread made into breadcrumbs. This is 150 grams of cheddar cheese grated. You can use a different type of cheese if you like. So I'm going to mix that first of all. Now here we've got 2 large eggs that have been beaten together. You don't want to add all the egg at once because it could end up being too wet, so just add half to start with. We want it to be a nice consistency that we can still shape into patties, but it needs to be dry enough to hold its shape within the pan when we're frying them. So as you can see, that's holding together quite nicely now. So next we're going to shape these into patties. So I'm going to lightly flour my board. Because this can be quite a wet mixture, you will need to use plenty of flour on the outside to make sure it holds together. So we're going to get 4 burgers out of this. If you find it's getting sticky, just keep adding a bit of flour. And the reason I use watercress in these burgers is I find it just gives such a more interesting flavour than just using spinach alone. Spinach is great for colour, the same as watercress. They both give it that really nice green colour. The watercress really gives it that sort of peppery taste. Okay, so in a large frying pan, I'm going to put in a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. So we should be fine to fit 4 of these in a pan at once. But if you've got a slightly smaller frying pan, you don't want to overcrowd the pan because it will cool it down too much. You have to be quite delicate with these, putting them in. Now it's really important that once they're in the pan, you leave them alone until they've got a nice coating of sort of caramelisation on the underneath, otherwise they will break apart when you try and turn them over. So as soon as you start to see round the edges of each burger, I can start to see some caramelisation now. That means the bottom is probably about getting there. Just have to treat them very gently. The main purpose of what we're doing here is really just to get the colour on the outside, get a little bit of crunch from that caramelisation as well, and also it just binds them together, because if you were to put them in the oven just as they were, they would probably crumble apart when you tried to put them into the buns. So if you've got a frying pan with a metal handle like this one that can go straight in the oven, you can put them straight in the oven as they are like this. They'll carry on caramelising on the bottom and they should come out just about perfect. So now all we've got left to do is to serve up our veggie burgers. So these have had 15 minutes in the oven. I've got some toasted ciabatta buns here. And I'm just going to finish these off with some hummus. And then we'll just finish it off with some lovely roasted peppers. Now when you cut into these, you should get lovely bright green colour in the centre. And there we have it, there's your veggie burgers with watercress and spinach.